fellow Americans, if you have children in the room, please get them the hell out of there because this is going to get really ugly, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Nancy Pelosi. Would she ever thank him?
Thank you, Mr. President. But we have to pass the bill so that we can know what is in it beyond the fog of the...
Bitch! Oh, I can't stand that woman. I don't like her. I don't like her. And neither do I. I mean, neither do I. So, here we are. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I did a lot of my witch voices. People needed those for things. I don't know, whatever they were doing. Got a lot of scripts for that. Now, we need your witch voice. Can you do Frankenstein? Frankenstein didn't talk. Oh, well, he did. What did he? What was the other one? Yes, master. I mean, that was pretty much that's all I remember him saying. It's alive! It's alive! Remember that one? No, that was the doctor. I know. I'm talking about the monster, though. He didn't say anything. Dracula and everything like this. Anyway, hi, hello, good evening. I'm Roger Moore. Okay, no, I'm Michael Clive, actor, comedian, producer, world's most unique impressionist. Believe me, that I can tell you. The most versatile voice artist in the world. Believe me, that I can tell you. On this show, we read Trump's tweets in Trump's voice, okay, and other things. And we continue with other news, politics, entertainment, bullshit, see what those assholes are up to and all that kind of stuff. So we don't do red versus blue. We do right versus wrong, okay? Not right versus left, right versus wrong. It's just common sense, right? It's common sense that anybody and of any color, of any race or anything can use and look at. And as I often say when people start accusing other people, it's like, hey, dude, okay? Don't be accusing someone's observations. I mean, don't confuse observation with racism. Oh, I never thought of it that way. Yeah, all right. Well, start thinking of it that way. Okay, you'll go farther. You'll go really far in this world. Okay, folks. I do want to start off first of all because we haven't done a show since Saturday. Was it Saturday? No. Well, we had the shooting. And over the weekend, and that was just that was horrific. And our thoughts and our prayers go out to those people of Pittsburgh. And I just can't imagine anybody going through that ever. And it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. You just imagine being there. And then, the elderly people that died, I think of, I mean, one of the people was in their 90s. And I saw a picture of some old woman, she's very elderly. And you just think some old woman getting struck with a bullet or two or something. Because of the way my mind works with things like this, I see the reactions and I envision like, what would it have, I mean, not like in the movies where it'd been like, no, I mean, she would have been like confused and probably just... probably screaming. Everybody thinks it's like in the movie, you shoot them, bang, they fall. They don't fall. They scream in agony. It hurts. They don't know oh my God, help me with what's happened. I can't move. Then the bullet is, they don't, it's just creepy. And they're bleeding out, internally or externally. It's just disgusting. And nobody should ever try to blame that on somebody's words. Okay, that's not. You don't blame stuff like that on people's words. It's horrible. It's sorry. That's not how we got there. I mean, and if you want to dismiss and ignore violence, and as Hillary would call it, incivility, you cannot. Right? How did the bitch say it? You cannot be civil. Screw her. And then she's talking, oh, well, it'll be, once we win, then we'll stop. But so you can't this kind of stuff is so irresponsible. It's so childish. And this guy, he was not a Trump fan. So in case you hadn't heard, I'm sure everybody's heard by now. He wasn't a Trump fan. Of course, the Democrats wanted to jump to that and say that it must have been some Jew-hating Trump. Wasn't, and it's just very sad. Nobody should have to deal with that. So you can't blame. I think about what would you remember the cop shootings when Obama was president, and remember nobody ever blamed really Obama. They were just like, oh, come on. They were angry that he was blaming the rest of America. They're like, hey man, that they actually found the evidence that the guy fucking deserved it. Huh? Maybe I shouldn't have spoke ahead of time. No, he didn't even apologize. He never apologized for his rhetoric. He never did. And, I just imagine, what if those shootings had happened under Trump? Yeah. You know whose fault it would be? It would be Trump's fault. But nobody ever came and said, oh, Obama and his rhetoric. Oh, Obama. Who is this dickwad Adam Schiff? Said, he was just, these people, I swear people don't vote these Democrats in. Don't. Even if you're a Democrat, think about it before you do it. Think about what you're doing. Don't do it because, I don't like Trump. I'm sure there have been some bosses you haven't liked in your life, but some of them were probably pretty worthless. But some bosses, you probably didn't like either, but they did a lot of good for the company. Okay, you just got to kind of think about America, not yourself. And not your hate, not, because he once said something that sounded like it was racist, because he's not racist. There's no proof of it anywhere. There just isn't. There's more proof that Obama was racist than Trump. I mean, it's stupid. There's more proof that Snoop Dogg is racist. Nobody said anything about that. Oh, Snoop Dogg. I get to say whatever the motherfucker I want to, and he has fucking white. Fuck you. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't care what color you are. You can't spew racism about anybody else and then sit there and call them racist. You can't do it. Anyway, our prayers go out to those people in Pittsburgh. Very sad. So let's get on to the tweets, though. Oh my God, there's a lot. Because I missed a lot, okay? A lot of tweets. We got a lot of tweets, folks. Believe me, that I can tell you. Oh, good God, what do we have here? Where are we starting? This is 13 hours ago. I mean, this is... Bloody hell. 27th? How far do we want to go back?
How far would you like to go back, everybody?
Let's go to... Here, let's just go to... I'm just going to skip around. I was so busy today, I was not able to, and yesterday. There's been so much going on. Well, let's go to this. This was good. This was the move with the Young Black Leadership Summit, which is a really big thing. Candace Owens. She was handling, she was basically heading the whole thing. Her and Kirk, Charlie Kirk. Right? Charlie? No. Yeah. Something. I forget his name. Anyway, don't forget my name. No, don't forget mine. So it was really interesting. I mean, this whole, let me get to that later. Let's just read some of these tweets. Okay. I'll talk about it later. Because we got a lot to talk about, folks. Donald Trump is pissed off. Okay. Believe me, that I can tell you. Plenty pissed off. Here we are. Here we go, folks. Okay, we're just going to start here. Whether you're African American, Hispanic American, or any American at all, you have the right to live in a country that puts your needs first. Okay? Not some asshole from a caravan. A Dodge Caravan. That's what we don't want. What are you trying to say about Dodge? No, nothing. Yeah, they're cool. It was my great honor, thank you. Okay, that was the young black thing. That was really cool. Just a good reminder to all black people that you can be Americans, you can be your own person, you can be whatever you want to be. You don't have to jump on the plantation that everybody has like set up for you. You know, I mean, it's so true. You see so many I see a lot of black people who, and you know, a lot of the ones who are in Hollywood and in rap and all this, the music status, if it's a politician or a black person who gets on TV and they want to stand for anything but what most other blacks stand for, then they start calling him names. And then when they talk normal, like, you know, I don't know, what do you call it? The way they were taught to speak in school. When they talk like, they make fun of them like that too. Now, some of them, you know, some black people, you know, they have the accent like this and stuff. A lot of that is just because it was all around in their home, around their family, and nobody ever broke the tradition. And some people do, some people don't. But, you know, this is the whole thing about this movement, is that you can be whatever you want to be. You don't have to follow, you know, as Joe Biden would say, break those chains. Yeah. But you can be whatever you want. And it's been this way for a long time. You can be whatever you want. But the Democrats have held you in this situation. You know, keep giving out the food stamps and all this stuff. And then it's almost like a drug dealer. No, keep giving it. I'll lower the price. You want more? You want to fix? You need to fix? Okay, here we go. Okay, good. No, don't clean up. Don't clean up. No. Don't go to rehab, dude. No, don't go to rehab. No. I got your shit. It's like that with social services, all this shit. You keep handing it out. It's cool. Yeah, you had another baby? Oh, we got you covered, man. You are covered. Okay, then. And it just goes from one generation to the next generation. You don't have to be that. You know, you don't have to. You can be whatever you want to be. I mean, I'm British American. You know, I don't go around doing this like this and trying to have my afternoon tea all the time. You know, I don't. I'm American. I just do whatever I want to do. I'm just a guy. So it's the same thing, like the black people. You know, you don't have to like rap. Doesn't have to be your music. You know, you see one following what the guy next to him does and then what the guy next to him. And then you get all these clones. You know, they're like clones because they all talk the same. They all act the same. They have the same attitude toward everything because they never wanted to do anything else because people kept telling them that they needed to, you know, this is the way things are. This is the way things are for our people. And the fact is, it's not been true for a long time. So stop listening to those assholes who try to tell you, like, who's it? Spike Lee tries to tell you how you're supposed to hate all the white people. Oh, yeah, even those hundreds of thousands of white people that died on the battlefield for you, you're supposed to... Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. All those who helped in the, the Underground Railroad. Oh, yeah, let's just, doesn't matter who you were. Let's just all whites. Let's just... You can't do that. You can't do that. It's time to just move away from it. Be whatever you want to be. This is the country to do it in. You can't do it in a lot of other countries. This is the country to do it in. But I digress. Okay, let's... But it's true. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't have to be like that other kid, that other guy, whoever it is, you know? I mean, when I was a kid, we had a lot of different types of celebrities to look up to. A lot of different ones. They were all white, but it was... No, they weren't. They weren't. I mean, there were a lot of them. I remember I used to like... I'm over 50, but, I remember this show, Christy Love. Christy Love. She was a black girl, but Christy, she had a big fro and everything. I liked her. I mean, it didn't matter to me. Back in those days, to me, where I grew up, it didn't matter. It wasn't like, oh, black people. It didn't matter. They were just people. Didn't seem to me like it was until the late 80s or early 90s and stuff like this. Stuff started getting really bad. All of a sudden you started getting these attitudes and this and then what was the thing that wearing the pants on the ground, son, pull up your damn pants. They're hanging on the ground there. It's like, oh, hey, this is the way they dress now. Nah, son, let me tell you something. You know what that means? What? Well, in prison, when you pull your pants down so they can see your ass, your underwear, that means you looking to get fucked. What? That's what it means. Okay? Hello. Why else would you do that? Oh, my God. All right. It's not helping. Not helping. Candace Owens doesn't wear her pants like that. A big change is coming. Don't want the Dems anymore, folks, okay? Don't want the Dems. Break away from those Dems. They're no good for you. They're like a cancer, okay? It's like a cancer. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible stuff. By the way, did I say Happy Halloween? I think I got my Halloween colors on. It's backwards. No, it's just because I got the thing flipped. Just for this particular scene. Now, let's see. Martha McSally is a great warrior. Her opponent, a Nancy Pelosi wacko. Wacko. Okay, remember it said that, folks. Wacko. Bud and Mark, two great patriots for Congress. Remember, folks, if you want to beat these Democrats and avoid the socialism, just vote red all the way down the ticket. All the way down. That's what I'm doing. This year, I'm doing that. Just to get, you know what? Because of all their lying and their smearing and all this stuff that they don't say deliberately so that people, you know, this is another thing back to the black folks. You know, back in the day, back in the 1800s, whatever, when slavery was, there were people, largely Democrats and others, who were responsible for making sure that black people were not informed about anything. They didn't want them to be educated. Okay, so you've got this same thing going on right now with CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, what do we got? HBO, Showtime, Netflix. You know, they've all got shows that are so nasty, but especially, you know, the NBC and the CNN, MSNBC. They deliberately mislead you and everybody else who watches it. And these people are just unfortunate victims. They just happen to watch CNN. They're busy. They don't do a lot of other stuff. They don't look around. They should, but they don't. And so they just think, see, I mean, believe me, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of ignorant people. And ignorant doesn't mean stupid. Ignorant means you don't know. You grew up a certain way and you just don't know. No one ever came on and showed you. And maybe if they did, you just kind of went, you know, people do that too. My dad was good at that. But they deliberately mislead you. They deliberately mislead you. Somebody said to me the other day, they said, how did we get here? And I you know, it didn't take me long to think about it because I kind of already knew, but I kind of put it together. And I thought, you know, how did we get here? Start with two words. Louis Farrakhan, okay? That is a racist piece of shit. And you talk about someone else who says, I heard it again today. They said, well, you know, they were trying to make an argument about how Donald Trump is so terrible and say, well, I mean, you know, all the racists would have voted for Trump. Who else would they have voted for? And I was like, excuse me, Louis Farrakhan voters would not have voted for Trump. So there's another racist group that exists, okay, that's not Republican. But it's Louis Farrakhan. I mean, here's the thing. We have to stop the asymmetrical treatment of racist comments and rants by one person versus another. And and I've said it many times. Okay, yeah, we got it, right? Fox News, they lean right. They're conservative. They lean it. Okay, we established that. We know that. But they cover all sides. All stories. Okay, there's a big difference. Okay, CNN, MSNBC, etc., like, you know, like other things like celebrities, Marge. They lean left. They're far left. Okay, they only cover. Certain stories. They even create things that demonize Trump, the Republicans, conservatives. They make them look terrible. And they deliberately leave out stories, news, statements that could make the Democrat and the left look bad. They leave it out. So if you only watch CNN, MSNBC, you don't hear this stuff. You don't hear it. this is a crime. I mean, I think this is a crime. This is what frustrates Donald Trump. This is what frustrates me to no end, folks. Pisses me right the fuck off. Believe me, that I can tell you. You know, it's deliberate. I mean, if that isn't biased or harmful or what, to innocent viewers, you know, I'm not talking about the people who know, you know, I mean, they're bad enough. They're criminals. Almost, really. I mean, he's talking about, that's a serious form of propaganda. But this is harmful to innocent viewers who think they're just watching a responsible news network. Turns out they're not, but they don't know that. So they hate Trump. They hate Republicans, conservatives. They only want to vote blue. Ooh, the blue wave, the blue wave. Yeah. So, I mean, if that isn't bias, I mean, I don't know what is. So that is fake news in a nutshell. And it is the essence of propaganda. It truly is. It's deliberately villainous. It should not be defended and cannot be repudiated. It cannot be. So, but anyway, so see, it's simple. That's how we got here. CNN and NBC, the motherfuckers of the news network. The least trusted name in news. It's horrible. It's hateful. It's hateful to the country. So then you got to ask yourself, like, I mean, I asked myself, I'm like, I wonder how long CNN's been doing this, that I wasn't aware of it when I was, you know, younger, because most of the time you don't start paying attention to politics until something happens to you, or you just reach a certain age and it just starts to get more interesting because you start taking more interest in your country. I mean, before, when you're younger, you're just, you know, not worried about that. You're worried about other things, like getting laid and, you know, no. So I wonder. I mean, all those years through Obama, I saw plenty of it. There was a lot of it then, too. And then Trump came along, and he was the first guy to start putting out tweets saying, hey, by the way, folks, did you know? Here's how it is. Go check this. Look at this. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, ABC, Showtime, HBO, Bill Maher, all these people, The Late Show, Jimmy Kimmel. They saw this, right? They saw this guy was going around them. He's going around them. Oh, my God. He's not just letting the people see it through CNN, that they're not reporting it. So now this guy's telling them everything. He's blowing our cover, folks. Imagine how, that's why they're so pissed. And that's why they make fun of his bombastic tweets. Oh, why? Because they're fucking true? You know how people hate to hear, you know, remember that one? Oh, yeah, truth hurts, don't it? Dickhead. That's it. They're pissed because they had America. They had you, right? They had you. Then along came Trump, and he exposed the whole thing. It's like a bad episode of Mannix or something like that. No, what's a better show for that? Some old classic show. The Mission Impossible. That would be it. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to expose the main media networks. All right. This show will self-destruct in 5 seconds. So, yeah, that's it. Just so you know. Just so you know. So if you're a CNN fan, I doubt you are listening to this. You probably left a long time ago. What an asshole. Fuck him. But if you have half a brain, you've looked around for yourself. I mean, we do have the Google. You know, you could look. It's amazing how many people just don't do for themselves. Anyway, but I digress. What do we got here? So now here's an interesting one. Watching the events unfold in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Law enforcement on the scene. People in Squirrel Hill area should remain sheltered. Looks like multiple fatalities. Beware of active shooter. But they got him. They got him. They killed him. Now here was something that happened. Now of course all this. What he said about anti-Islamic, you know, hatred, and it's like, we can't tolerate it. It's so funny, these people that call Trump a racist. Well, if he was a racist, he wouldn't have made any statement at all. Then they would have said, he didn't say anything. He's a racist. Okay, you're right. It looks like he is. But he did. So just shut the fuck up, okay, please. You're fucking making yourself look stupid. I mean, this has gone too far. He's a racist. Really? Oh, my God. That's interesting, because he's done a lot more for the races than that. What's his fuck Obama? That dickhead? He hasn't done shit for him. I gave him health care. Yeah, you should. You gave us a lot more than health care, like a bunch of fucking headaches, too. Yeah. Oh, Dinesh D'Souza. Yeah. When Lincoln, an outsider and a Republican, when he won the election of 1860, all hell broke loose and Democrats went berserk. Sound familiar? He also didn't like some of the press. He was pretty pissed off. Well, that's the way it is. I mean, sore losers. People, if you can't lose properly, you get pissed off. You start throwing shit. You take your toys and go home, Thank you to Steve Rogers, FBI Joint Terror Task Force, for very kind, generous remarks about me and my relationship to law enforcement. So if I was a racist, I probably wouldn't have any good remarks said about me from anybody. Oh, dear. Just watch Wacky Tom Steyer, who I have not seen in action before, be interviewed by Jake Tapper. He comes off as a crazed and stumbling lunatic who should be running out of money pretty soon. Pretty soon. Unless George Soros gives him a bit of... Soros. Isn't he dead yet? God, guy looks horrible. It's like... I don't know. I don't understand how people like that continue to live. As bad as the field is, if he is running for president, the Dems will eat him alive, okay? Eat him alive. Tom Steyer, everybody. Fake news is doing everything in their power to blame Republicans, conservatives, and me for the division and hatred that has been going on for so long in our country. So long, and I mean so long, and I mean like back when Obama started it, right? Remember, folks? Actually, it is their fake and dishonest reporting which is causing problems far greater than they understand. Remember, like I just said, if you don't watch anything else but CNN, and all you hear is a lot of their lies, and you don't hear things that they purposefully omit. I mean, if you just watch, they will make you so angry. And it's just phony. It's all an act. Please, people, you've got to pay attention to that. I'm not saying, hey, go over to Fox News. Switch to Fox News. But at least watch both. Get an idea. You'll see shit reported on Fox News that you never even saw on CNN. You go, what? Well, that must be fake. Oh, there we go. All right. Brazil. We agreed. Okay, Brazil. Okay. Had a very good conversation with the newly elected president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro. I speak it with an accent, folks, okay? Who won his race by a substantial margin, just like we're going to do in November, folks, okay? We agreed that Brazil and the United States will work closely together on trade, military, and everything else. Excellent call. Wished him congrats, okay? Because congratulations wouldn't fit in my characters. Many gang members and some very bad people, okay? Bad hombres are mixed into the caravan heading to our southern border. I love this when he says this. The other people on CNN and MSNBC, they go crazy because they act like, no, there's not. How can he say that about these people? How does he know that there are... Well, how do you know there aren't? Well, we just... You don't. And it would be pretty stupid to think 5,000 people from a really poor shithole country, okay? It must be, I mean, they want to come here, right? It's a shithole. we're supposed to believe they're all quality, top shelf people. Come on. You know how people do, not all of them, but there's a lot of people who have to, get by certain ways when they don't have money. Where'd you get that? Oh, I stole it, man. Yeah. You ever see a town, a poverty-ridden town, when a riot breaks out or a fire breaks out and shit's destroyed? What do? Steal. They form a fucking caravan and they go into the store. They start robbing shit. Let's rob our own stores. They do. So, don't do that. It doesn't make you look good, okay? It doesn't make it. Not good, not good. And don't blame me for it, okay? I had nothing to do with that. That's before my time, folks, okay? Before my time. We don't want to see that anymore. We want people to behave themselves. But there are some very bad people in there. There really are. We know it. We know it. We've seen the tattoos. They've been identified. There have been other people in there interviewed. One thing I've noticed, they never interview these people, and they don't ever ask them. They never say, hey, why do they'll tell it, hey, I want to go to America, to have a better country for a better living for my family and make more money and everything. They go, why do you want to break into America, break their laws, and steal from American people? We're not doing that. Yeah, see, that's their logic. They don't know. They're uneducated. They don't understand what they're doing. And those who do know what they're doing, well, shame on them, okay? Fuck them. We don't need them here. It's just you don't do that, okay? Just because you want a better life, do you run over to your neighbor's house and bust their door down? Hey, we're going to live here now. You don't mind, do you? We might. I mean, meanwhile, if they had an emergency, someone's chasing after them to murder them, and they come to your house, you might go, well, I don't know. Is he still out there? He's not going to come in my house, is he? I want him following you in here and shit. Maybe I'll let you in. I don't know. So anyway, Ron DeSantis, okay? That's what we want. We want Ron DeSantis. He's been a great congressman, will be a great governor. And a Dem who is a thief. That's the other guy, okay? He's a thief and who is mayor of poorly run Tallahassee, said to be one of the most corrupt cities in the country. Said to be by who? I don't know, okay? Don't ask me. I'm not sure. I haven't heard that before. Maybe so. Tallahassee. Isn't that where you have to go to get your lottery money? I think you do. I think you have to go to Tallahassee again. Maybe that's why it's corrupt. Speaking of which, I didn't win. Keith Rufus of Pennsylvania. Thank you, Keith. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much, Keith. Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you. Give me a Coke, please. Give me a Coke. Give me a Coke. All right. CNN and others. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? CNN and others in the fake news media. And I call them fake news because they know who they are if they're doing the fake news. Don't be stupid. If I said all you Asians in the room, the Asians know who they are, okay? White people wouldn't be upset over it. It's like if you're saying the fake news media is the enemy of the people, then if you're doing honest reporting, you wouldn't care. You'd be like, oh, that's not us, right? I mean, right? It's like, so if you get pissed, you're admitting the guilt. You really are. So they're so pissed off because he's calling them out. They're like, oh, we're telling us fake news. How dare he tell fucking people that we're fake? Because we are. I mean, I know you understand. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. That's right. They are, yeah, right. Purposefully. See, this is what I was just saying. And inaccurately reporting that I said the media is the enemy of the people. Wrong. I said that the fake news is the enemy of the people. Okay? A very, very big difference. Okay? You know who you are. And if you know who you are, if you're getting pissed off at me and you're in the media, then you're doing fake news. It's that simple. Okay? Otherwise, why would you get upset? You wouldn't get upset. Am I right? Okay, am I right? Thank you. Thank you very much. Any Democrat that gets pissed off at me is just because I'm calling them out and they know their shit stinks really bad. All right. See, fake news. It's the enemy of the people. There's a very big difference. When you give out false information, not good. Not good. Or purposefully manipulate the information, really not good. Okay? Check out the tweets from the last 2 days. I refer to fake news media when mentioning enemy of the people. But dishonest reporters use only the word media. Okay? This is the game they play, folks. This is the game. The people of our great country, okay, are angry and disillusioned at receiving so much fake news. They get it and fully understand, okay? So take your Volksempfänger and shove it up your fucking ass. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm going to do a whole show on the modern Volksempfänger. Huh? Look it up. Okay. So, what's this? I don't know what this is. Okay. Laura Ingraham interview. I saw part of it. It was very good. Let's skip, folks. We got some stuff. I'm calling out some Congress people. Great people. Don't worry about who they are, folks. Just vote red all the way down your ticket. Don't worry about their names. That's what I'm doing, because I'm sick of this lying, and I'm over it. I'm over it. And Nancy Pelosi, she was on, with Stephen Colbert? The guy is such a no-talent dickwad. I don't understand what they see in him. He's a sarcastic, little prick, which is a good way of getting your foot in the door. And if you're a Democrat and you love the left, that's even bigger, even though you get a lot of people killed. That's all right. I'm just going right down. So he had Nancy Pelosi on last night. She's on there going, and we're going to win. He goes, how long are the drapes? Well, we're not measuring drapes, but we're gonna win. Oh my God, she's a fucking nut, man. I don't understand. What do people think they're looking at when they see her on TV? They're nice old kooky grandmother. I mean, what do you think you're seeing? This woman is wants to run, things that have to do with your country, how it runs and how it functions. I mean, are you kidding me? She reminds me of what was that? What remember Bewitched? Was it Aunt Agatha? It was when Aunt Agatha. It's Aunt Agatha. Oh dear, that spell didn't go right. That healthcare spell was way off. I didn't. Oh my. Nancy Pelosi, a.k.a. Aunt Agatha, everybody. Great. Beautiful. That's funny. It's Aunt Agatha. All right, here we go. More congressmen again. See, don't worry about this. They're all great. All right, Andy Barr, Kevin Brady. Okay, very popular, good people. Just vote red. Straight ticket, all the way. Okay. Stock market up massively since the election, but is now taking a little pause. Okay, just a little pause, folks. Just a little pause, okay? It's nothing big. I wouldn't worry about it at all. As a matter of fact, I think it would be a great thing to have a little pause. You can't have everything up all the time, okay? Believe me, that I can tell you. You can't. You just can't, okay? People want to see what happens with the midterms, and I think that has a lot to do with it, okay? Believe me, that I can tell you. If you want your stocks to go down, I strongly suggest voting Democrat. They like the Venezuela financial model, okay? High taxes and open borders. And they're doing really well down there. Stupid. Mike DeWine, great governor for people of Ohio, okay? Again, don't worry about the names, folks. We're not going to read these off. Just red. Red all the way down. Red, 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 red. Don't worry about the blue waves. And by the way, I don't like these blue check marks. I want things to be red. I want red. Okay, all the way. Our military is being mobilized at the southern border, and many more troops coming. We will not let these caravans, which are also made up of some very bad thugs and gang members, into the U.S. Our border is secured. It's sacred. Must come in legally. Turn around. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Thank you very much. Now, here's the thing about, he's talking about he's sending the military there. But he says, he goes, they're going to be camps. We're going to process them, but we're not going to release them, okay? We're going to set up camps. You know, of course, instantly in my mind, I'm like thinking, you know, the shanty towns. But he says, but I said, but they're going to be beautiful, okay? They're going to be nice, very clean, okay? They're going to be terrific, as a matter of fact. Believe me, that I can tell you. And, which is fine. That's good, right? He's not going to... Here's the only problem with that, okay? What, 5,000 people in a bunch of, you know, a little tent camp? Internment camp, I guess you could call it. But... it's going to be, the problem is, then we're going to have to police it, right? That's where the problem's going to come in. We're going to have to police it. And then you're going to have bullshit going on. However, this might be good because then we can weed out all the thugs and the gang members and the Muslims. We can get them out of there, okay? You know, it might be a good thing. I mean, but we have to have time, but... I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting, man. It's the Trump Shantytown. I'm gonna have the big sign up there, Trump Shantytown, and we're using, by the way, Trump razor wire. It's great stuff, beautiful stuff, actually. Cut you to ribbons, okay? Cut you to ribbons. Don't even think about it. They won't do it again. That I can tell you. This was funny. Harry Reid back in 1993. Have you seen this speech? It's up here a little ways. I'll show you. It's funny. Harry Reid. Oh, that guy. What an asshole. That guy was a fucking dick, man. The shit he did, and he's not... We can watch him on this speech. He's not even a good speaker. I swear. These people who get into Congress and Senate and all... So many of them, they're dumb as a box of rocks. They just get in. Because, first of all, they have the balls to run. I mean, you know, would you want that much attention around you and your family, personally? I don't think I would. But, you know, it's like anything else. Celebrities, the same thing. A lot of people, they get out of it. You know, you see them in a movie, and then you don't see them. They were actually pretty good, but then you never see them again. You're like, what happened to them? Oh, they didn't like it at all. They were like, fuck this shit. I don't want to be fucking... I've had experiences with it, and it's bizarre. You get people coming up to you. Hey, you remember the who was it? Farley? Chris Farley? Was it? The heavyset guy, Saturday Night Live, and he had that bit where he would come up to celebrities and he would start interviewing, and it would be like, you remember in that episode when you were like, you were on top of that car, and the celebrity's going, no, you know, because it's so insignificant in their lives. It's a part in the movie. But it happens. It's real, folks. It really does happen, okay? So, Harry Reid, he, where is it? He's got it right here. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, I'm Harry Reid. Remember, he was the one that said, this election is lost. And Mitt Romney didn't even pay his taxes. You sure? No. That's absolutely a lie. He said he did. He said so later. He said it was a lie. He said, well, we won the election. And the reporter, see, fake news. And the reporter looked at him and goes, don't you feel guilty for that? He goes, no. He had this little smirk on his face. Oh, I like that. I mean, that's all right. He has it coming. Maybe he'll fall down a flight of stairs or something. He's not very strong anymore. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, let's play this.
reward for being an illegal immigrant. No sane country would do that, right? Guess again. If you break our laws by entering this country without permission and give birth to a child, we reward that child with U.S. citizenship and guarantee of full access to all public and social services this society provides. And that's a lot of services.
Yeah.
Is it any wonder that 2/3 of the babies born at taxpayer expense at county-run hospitals in Los Angeles are born to illegal alien mothers?
See what I mean? He's a shitty speaker, isn't he? I can't even get my words out right and say this thing. You know who else is a really bad speaker? Is the Florida governor, Rick Scott. Oh my God, he's a terrible speaker. He's like one of those people who his words like run together like this a lot of time, and they kind of go like this. And you know, I remember when I was a child, my parents, we always had this like theme. Like, what are you trying to say, man? No, he's terrible. But I mean, I think he's doing a decent job, though. There's this video on saying, Governor Scott made $220 billion while you made little to or whatever that they had. You know how they do those stupid ads. All while being governor of Florida. Okay. These ads this season has got to be the worst, weakest ads. There's one on here locally. It's talking about Amanda Murphy, and it's this setup with supposed to be like Jeopardy, and there's this one voiceover guy doing the voice, and he's saying, and he's doing the voice of the announcer as well as the voice of one of the characters, and he's not a voice actor, so it's pretty fucking lame. It's pretty bad. And then there's one woman in it, you know, and there's for 25, I'll take bad politicians. Oh my God, they're bad. These are so weak. They're so weak. People, you want to do a political ad? Okay? Call me. Give me a call. Okay? Give me a call. Believe me, that I can tell you. I wake shit up when I do ads, that I can tell you. Believe people don't forget my ads. Okay, are we done with the tweets? We're done with the tweets. We don't need to read anymore. He's got 2 more. What is it? It's outrageous what the Democrats are doing to our country. Vote Republican, okay? Vote now. And if you have early voting, then do it sooner. That I can tell you. Huh? Just do it. All right. So, what else? So we got these videos here. Is this the one? Oh, this is my favorite. Okay, we got to do this first. Oh, have you seen this? This. So you want to talk about these Hispanics coming up here from Honduras? You want to see how wonderful these people are? Here's how wonderful these people are, okay? Here's how wonderful they are. Watch this. This is their journey through Mexico, okay? And all of the stuff they've been given, okay, by the wonderful citizens of Mexico, thinking that these people from Honduras need a lot of things, okay? They need clothes, they need food, they help these people, okay? Believe me, folks, okay? They help them, and this is what they do. This is how they repay them.
Esta es la calle Juárez del Parque Central.
Look at this.
Ya se fueron los migrantes. Ya no dejaron la basura.
Looks like San Francisco.
Y como les habíamos dicho antes, qué desperdicio de alimentos.
Food. They didn't eat it. Oh, had too much, did
no
they?
Tienen ni para comer.
Clothes, backpack, shoes.
Y el hecho de que vayan a una tierra ajena.
This is it's a whole trail of this stuff.
Por lo menos limpios y evitar que la basura la hayan dejado por todos lados.
For those cleaning it up. What a joke.
Que en un lugar hospitalario.
This woman, she's just kind of going.
Dejado todo este tiradero de basura.
What is this shit?
Y la ropa que muy amablemente se les regala, pues también la hayan dejado tirada.
Sí.
Entonces,
look.
Vienen las interrogantes.
Oh, I guess they didn't need it.
En verdad es gente.
All this kindness.
Que necesita, gente educada, gente tranquila, gente limpia.
Well, there's another version that has the translation, but this
hay algo
isn't
más
that. But
atrás de esta caravana.
She could walk for miles. Right? Oh, jeez. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. And you know, these are the poor people These are the poor people that need the help. Oh, yes, they need so much help. They just tossing it by the wayside. That pisses me off. Bad. So let's get on to some, well, you want to do racism first? Let's do racism first. This is one of my favorites. Oh, looky here. We have Dickface, Don Lemon. Hello, Don. And, what's the guy next to him? I always forget his name, but he's always got a worried look on his face. It's like, here, play this thing. I mean, this'll piss you off. If you're white or you're just like an American, just listen to this.
So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right. And we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban on, they had the Muslim ban. There is no white guy ban. So what do we do about that?
Oh, my God. How does this guy still have a job? This guy was one of the ones who was calling Kanye West a house Negro. How does he still have it? You hear Hannity and these people going, I don't believe in boycotting or firing people. Okay, but, there comes a time, okay, when you think about what all Roseanne lost for her one little tweet, where she actually later she says, I didn't know she was black. I was just using the name. And I believe her. Like Judge Judy. I believe her. I believe her. I don't believe you. Oh, you're a liar. You're a liar. We're done here. We're done. Judge Judy, ladies and gentlemen. Love her. Now, that's a woman president I would vote for in a heartbeat. Like that. Maybe even over Trump, okay? Maybe even over Trump. Ooh. But yeah, Don Lemon. That's Don Lemon. And he's calling for some sort of ban on white people or something like that. Don, you might want to, how do they say, look in the mirror? You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Unless you know how to build glass houses, then that would be me. It's like, I know how to build them, so fuck you. I don't matter to me. Because I do shit like that. I build all kinds of shit. I built hot rods, engines, all kinds of shit. I tried to do a rotary engine once, the Mazda rotary. I was getting ready to take it apart. This was years ago. And then I started calling for parts. It was not cost effective at all. They were like, how much? Screw that, Marge. Okay, this is, let's get on to, it's Joe Biden. You're going to love this one, folks. Get ready, an ad might pop up here somewhere. Because we're past our quota. You click so many times and all of a sudden, an ad. So let's see. Tell us what you got, Joe.
I'm sick and tired of this administration. I'm sick and tired.
He's sick and tired. Look at this kid back here. Like he knows what's going on. Fucking dumb kid, right? Look at them all. They're all these young people. And I don't know, they just have a certain look that says, I'm just here because everybody says Trump's a racist. I mean, I don't really know or anything. Tell me that. Tell me they have that look. Look at this.
I'm being sick and tired, and I hope you are too.
And by the way, Joe Biden. Okay, I call him 1% Biden. 1% Biden because he can't fill a stadium, right? He probably had like 200 people here. 200 people, and that's it, folks. That's it. Okay. What else you got to say, Joe? Let's hear it.
Three times this past week, the forces of hate have terrorized our fellow Americans for their political beliefs, the color of their skin, or their religion. A series of explosive devices has been sent to a bunch of us. Our kids, our grandkids could have picked them up. Cold-blooded murders took...
Let me tell you, sir. I hope, oh, please, Lord, I hope he wins. I hope he runs against me, okay? I hope he runs against me. 1% Joe. I will kick the ever-loving shit out of him, okay? He won't have a chance. I would love to. He wants to take me out behind the shed? Well, we'll take him out behind. I'll step on his foot and give him a push, right? You know that one? I remember when that was done to me when I was a kid. I was like, how'd he do that, man? I went down like a rock. Step on there, boom, boom. Game over.
The place of 2 African Americans at a shopping center in Kentucky, a Kentucky supermarket. And then the worst anti-Semitic attack and crime in our nation history. 11 people massacred. 2 of my close friends belonged to that synagogue. 11 of them killed and another 5 wounded. Folks, this is not who we are. We need to recognize.
Look at these stupid kids. This is not helping. This is not helping. You want to have, people who look like they know what they're believing in, what they're doing, not kids. I mean, what do they say in any instance when you use a kid it's bad. do these people even know what Tammy Baldwin's about or anything? I think she's like running for something, or I don't know. That's what you get out of these kids. And he's like, well, what are you protesting for? Because Trump's a racist and he's like trying to take away our rights. And what rights is he trying to take away? They don't know. Or they'll mention like there's like, the Supreme Court, the abortion, he's trying to. Are you sure? Or is that a CNN talking point? Oh, yeah, I heard on CNN. Anyway, shut the fuck up, Joe. You're an asshole. There's another one. This one's really good. This one's really fiery, folks. You're going to love it. Here we go. Let's go, Joe. Let's go.
No, for the last 70 years, the reason why we've been able to lead the world is not the example of our power, although we're the most powerful nation in the world. It's the power of our example. That's why the rest of the world repairs the United States. That's why we built the greatest. That's why we built the greatest alliances in literally the history of the world. That's why we've been secure. That's why we've grown. But my God, think of what's going on now. We have, as George Will, another conservative, said, these values are being shredded.
I hope he runs, folks. I really hope he runs. I'll tear the hell out of him. What an ass. He can't even talk. The guy can't even talk. All right, let's have some fun here. Hey, look, everybody, there I am.
Let's see what I have to say. And hopefully we won't get an ad.
What kind of politics do we want to see? What kind of accountability do we expect from our elected officials? But what we have not seen before,
ever,
in our recent public life at least,
not recently,
is politicians just blatantly, repeatedly, baldly, shamelessly lying.
Pause. And on that, folks, we're going to go to the next part. Here we go. Ready for this? You're going to love it. It's going to be terrific. Believe me, that I can tell you. And here we go. Oh, there's been no lying.
So we're going to read some of some of my famous lies. Okay, because believe me, I lie a great deal. But I'm a narcissistic son of a bitch, so
This guy's a dick. Oh, I saw it when he came in. Okay. Let's just go through some of the. I mean, there's like 5 pages of these things. First of all, here's the big mistake. When you're a politician, you're risking a lot by calling another politician a liar. I mean, that's usually not a good idea.
I never lied, but you don't blatantly and falsely.
Yeah. So let's see where we go here. Let's look for some good ones, because there's just so many. Well, you remember the big one, right? I was like,
if you want to keep your doctor, you can keep your doctor. If you want to keep your healthcare provider, we have doubled the distance with our cars. Our cars will go on a gallon of gas.
Yeah, in 2025. We don't even know yet, right? I mean, this is so stupid.
Throughout, we have kept Congress fully informed of our efforts to create a legal framework on counterterrorism.
Lots of members of Congress actually don't think so, Mr. President.
Let's see. Said Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney said he called the Arizona law a model for the nation.
A widely spread misquote. Mesquite. Oh, Marge, I'm so stupid. Stupid mouth.
Okay. Because of Obamacare, over the last 2 years, healthcare premiums have gone up. It's true. But they've gone up slower than any other time in the past 50 years.
Yeah. Well, credit the economy, not Obamacare, because that didn't help anyone.
Fast and Furious,
y'all know what that is? Fast and Furious? Go research it. Some gun running thing that he got busted on. You know, there's a bunch of scandals in his administration. There's just scandals in every administration. But he says
Fast and Furious began under the Bush administration.
It started in 2009, actually. Let's see.
Here's a good one. If the Supreme Court throws out the federal health care law, it would be an unprecedented, extraordinary step of overturning a law that was passed by a strong majority of a democratically elected Congress.
Slim majority, not unprecedented.
Yeah. For the first time since 1990, American manufacturers are creating new jobs.
We need a buzz sound. Okay, see, that's one page. There's a whole bunch of them. Let's look for a really, he's got some.
I've got some whoppers.
Every press conference he ever had, I used to stand there with my fucking mouth open like, how can he say that? Nobody's questioning him. Because CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, they all cover for him. See? It's like the majority. It's like living in 1930s Germany, right? You're one person, one type of person that people don't like. And so you're hunted by the masses, and you only have one group of people who do like you. That's bad.
The vast majority of the money I got was from small donors across the country.
Big donors bankrolled much of Obama's campaign.
I'm a liar.
That one's true.
We've excluded lobbyists from policy-making jobs.
Well, it says they found 4.
Yeah. Preventative care saves money.
Covering preventative care for is a net cost. Okay, these are getting boring. Where's the good stuff, Marge?
Health insurance companies are making record profits right now.
Profits, yes, but not good record profits.
We import more oil today than ever before.
Like it when he goes up like that.
We haven't seen this for years.
Check your facts, please, Mr. President. Oil imports are down as of 2009.
In 8th grade math, we've fallen to 9th place.
He maligns middle schoolers unfairly.
Senator McCain would pay for a part of his health care plan by making drastic cuts in Medicare. $882 billion worth.
Obama knows McCain's intentions better than McCain. But that was a tough race, wasn't it? Because Obama was his usual nasty, asshole-ish self, and McCain was just the nice guy. Somebody would say, Obama's an asshole, right? No, ma'am. No, he's a wonderful person. He's a really great guy. Wonderful. What? I'm sitting there going, dude, you're blowing it. Right. Yeah, I mean, so Obama created Trump. If you've ever heard that said before, Obama created Trump. He created me, okay? And remember, Obama was the first guy who stepped into the ring and told people, remember, to get in their face.
You argue with them. Get in their face.
Remember? He did. He really said that. He was the first politician to come up and be asshole-ish. You know, he was the first. He created Trump. We sat through 8 years. You talk about being sick and tired. We sat through 8 years of that shit. We were like, no, my God, he won again? How the fuck did this happen? Because people didn't get out and vote. And he kept fooling people.
I know how to fool people. I can tell you. I'm a good fooler.
All right, folks, I'm going to cut the show here because we got a hell of a lot of things going on. But it's Halloween, and thank God I haven't had any trick-or-treaters because I turned the lights off and I put bars across the... No, I didn't. It's not that funny. I didn't. We don't have a lot of trick-or-treaters here, but there was no trick-or-treaters tonight. Like one last year. It's just not one of those kind of neighborhoods. Thank God, right? A lot of older folks here, not a lot of kids, the way I like it. Nice and quiet, okay? Believe me, that I can tell you. So, oh my God. That's it. All right. So, listen, I'm Michael Clive. We'll be back. I might have to do a show tomorrow since I skipped all week and there's so much stuff still to get to. But I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, you know, there's more coming. Click like or subscribe, whatever you do down there. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the hell you do, but please do it. If you didn't like the show, well, then the hell with you. We tried. We tried, folks. Believe me, that I can tell you. I'm President Trump. I'm Michael Clive, and we'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much for watching.